Okay, folks, we should be live. Captions seem to be working, and we're coming through on the other laptop. That's cool. So we're back in Elite Dangerous tonight. Specifically, we're on the beta server, which has been set up for beta for January update. Just taking a look at the patch notes today, and there's a couple of bits and pieces which I wanted to check out. There's not any massive changes to the game in the next update. But there are a few small bits and pieces. It's mainly focused on quality of life improvements and patches. But there are one or two things that are going to be different. So we'll start off this evening. Cool, we've got a course laid into home. Taking a look in the beta, and we'll see where we go from there. So first order of business is to head back and get into one of our other ships.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Or at least
Landing gear retracted.
re-equip this ship. So,
Frameshift charge detected.
There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll just get back to SilmarUK Desra and I'll jump into one of the other ships. First order of business will be trying out the full spectrum scanner.
3, 2.
I want to... They've made a slight adjustment there. Okay, so well, there's there's nothing in this system for me to be looking at anyway.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Okay.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
That'll do. Alright,
Frameshift drive charging.
that's a red dwarf, so we're good. So yeah, they've made some changes to speed up how long it takes for, or not to speed up how long it takes for the system scanner to tell you if you've got exactly what geological biology sites you've got. That's always been a bit slow, and apparently it's because they have to fully generate the body before they can tell you what's there. So what they've done is they've put something in which is designed to give you a basic probability that there will be interesting things. And the purpose of that is so that you can more quickly decide for yourself
Fuel scooping.
whether or not you want to take the time to scan the body more. So this system, cool. So it's possible that there could be geological biologic sites on these. So what we're going to do is, here we go.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, that's come through instantly. That's because there are no features. Oh, there's something in there. Right there. Interesting. Okay. We've got high metal contact world, locations none. Features none. Okay. So those must be... There's a lot more of these than I would have expected normally. Right, we've got something here. Again, instantly resolved, so not suitable for our test. And we would need to get... We will go around. We will go around the planet. Sorry, not the planet, the star. Get the other side so that we can finish scanning these bodies. See if we can see any of these new ones. Make sure my heat's okay. Right, here we go. Okay, so these are resolving instantly because there's nothing of interest. That's what it would have done before. So it's not a test of the new feature.
System scan complete.
Okay, so there was nothing interesting in this system, unfortunately. So we will move on to our next system. So until we get a good chance to test this, we'll keep doing this tonight, scanning planets and seeing if we can find some with sites and see how the new feature works.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. Okay, well there's some bodies in this system, so we will scan.
Fuel scooping.
So we've just seen one of the new features there, which is that they're not calling out the asteroid belts individually, they're trying to group them more to reduce the number of messages you get, which is cool. So that's a planet we've scanned before, but the rest of these bodies we haven't. Okay, well some of them could have features. So we just check our heat is stable, fire up the scanner. I am noticing one thing. It's a bit weird, but my mouse cursor goes off the screen, and that's a problem because I've got two screens. My mouse cursor is currently off the screen, it's in my OBS, so that means I would have to... Here we go, I'd have to use this. Okay, so let's just check. Graphics, probably. Display. Quality. Display. I'm on borderless. Right. Let's set it to full screen because it's never done that before. Okay, so the problem now is I can't easily access my... Alright, and we'll also make sure that we don't get any other graphical issues. Okay. So, here we go, we've got a body. Okay, no features. So not a test of the new things. What we got here? Okay, again, nothing new. Aha. Right, so there's that. And now we've got a number of its moons. Okay. Okay, we've got everything that was in there. Oh, there's something else out here. Yes, there it is. Okay, so again, no new features. Right. Well, we've got one bug. It is a bug. I used to have this in Borderless, and the mouse wouldn't go off the screen when I was using the FSS. So let's bring up a menu. Okay, and let's change our options back to being borderless. And that's a yes. So okay, so that happens as it most likely would have before, but the difference is with the FSS I had to, any other screen I don't have to do this, but with the FSS I do. Right, I might need to try this in the normal game to see if that is a problem. See how the FSS acts. Because of the difference of resolution in my two screens, actually if the cursor in Borderless hits the bottom half of the main screen, it doesn't go onto the second screen, because that doesn't, you have to be in the top half. So a bit weird, need to check that before I submit a bug report. May or may not be a bug report there. Right, so yeah, everything's all fully mapped. But there's no point me trying to
fuel scooping.
Do anything else. Okay.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So this currently is where I was. The copy for this beta of the game was taken before last Wednesday. Because last Wednesday I moved my ship, so if it had been taken off maybe Thursday, it would have had me starting somewhere else. Okay. Right. I'm enjoying the view. Yay! That's magnificent. Okay.
Lacey 000. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking. Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 08.
Scan detected.
We just about managed that. Little vertical thrust required.
And resubmit a docking request.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Right. So, as well as testing the FSS,
Flying crew dispatched.
we want to take a look at some of the new BGS states. And we want to see if perhaps certain commodities, which should be in demand in those systems, attract a different price. So the new BGS states are public holiday, terrorist attack, drought, infrastructure failure, natural disaster and blight. Now, according to the patch notes, okay, so infrastructure failure disrupts the faction's operations and reduces both security and economic standards. Increased demands on infrastructure elsewhere in the star system may lead to similar failures for other factions. Food and machinery deliveries can speed up repairs. So will food and machinery be worth more in systems with infrastructure failure? Drought. Factions having trouble with water supplies can sometimes suffer a drought, causing an economic cost as they have to import significant amounts of water. This can be countered by selling water and other emergency supplies. And water can not only be bought, but it can also be mined from ice rings. Terrorism. Terrorists can target prosperous factions, causing significant security and influence costs. This can be countered by legally selling weapons to the authorities in the system of bounty hunting efforts, or by a faction entering a lockdown. So, would we be able to sell weapons, legal weapons, to the local authorities for an increased price? So, natural disasters have a significant economic and security cost for a faction. Natural disaster puts extra strain on the star system's infrastructure, increasing the chance of drought or infrastructure failure for other factions in that system. Okay. And public holidays increase a faction's influence and standard of living for their duration. However, that comes at a small economic and security cost. Right. So, let us look at these new states. I did check this earlier and I could see some systems with the new states. Here we go. So we've got Blight. We've got a natural disaster. Hiya, Subsonic. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm just taking a look in the beta. They've put some new BGS states in. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at. So I want to go and see whether maybe goods might be worth more. Certain goods might be worth more at these stations. Unfortunately, I've never been to these systems, so let's go into the hangar. Let's take the crate. Yes. Actually, no, I don't think Blight's a new one, is it? I think Blight's an old one that they fixed the icon for. Yeah, no, sorry, you're right. Blight is one of the old ones, but it gets mentioned because it they fixed an icon for it. Right, let's get the crate out. Good question. I've never really looked into Blight, to be honest. Right. Okay, let's just fit this ship out. Currently, jump range is just okay. So hard points wise, I'm happy with those. Utility mounts, probably want to kill warrant scanner. These should all be fine. Optionals. So we've got fighters, shield generators, shield cell banks, a little bit of cargo, fuel scoop, collector limpets. Okay, so we want to store that. And I'm going to store that as well. I'm going to store one of those, and I'm going to sell that. We are going to put a bigger fuel scoop in because we're going to be flying around a bit. And then we're going to need some more cargo racks. Okay, and just in case, depending on what we do, but I don't think there's any planetary stuff. I'll have one of those. So we've got 32 tons of cargo, which isn't a lot, but it will suffice. Because we do want to go into a conflict zone as well, I think. There was some stuff they did there. That would be useful. Right, in terms of the utility mounts, probably not going to do much on the kill warrant scanner, so let's try another shield booster. There we go. I'll just throw that one in there. Okay, so we need to just check our module power ratings. Right. Okay, those are all good. And as far as these go, yeah, that'll do for that. Right. So, light was an existing state, so we'll take that off of our list. Okay. Now we know there were a couple of others around. So we're just over here. Right, let's put... There we go. Here we go. So we've got a drought. And we've got a natural disaster. Interesting. Why aren't you plotting a course? Route plotting failed? Huh. We may just have found a bug. The route plotting failed because... Ah, wait a sec. I had apply filter to route. Not a bug. My mistake. Because I had apply filter to route selected, it couldn't plot a route. Right, so we've got a natural disaster there. Oh, and we've got an infrastructure failure down here. Okay. That'll do for starters. Right, so we've got a drought. So, in EDDB, the normal price for water is buy 9 credits, sell 1,910. Wow. I didn't realise you could go up to that high. Interesting. I never knew that water could be quite that... yeah, there is a clue in that they do say that natural disasters give you an increased chance of drought or infrastructure failure. But yeah, apart from that, apparently prosperous factions can be targeted by terrorism. But yeah, it's not necessarily clear. Okay, so let's go to this planet that's in drought. And let's see what we can see there.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed while maneuvering inside the docking bay.
Detachment complete. Exit the station.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, busy here.
Services at this starport are constantly being updated. Remember to visit the
Right. So we are 3 jumps from our target system.
Frameshift drive charging.
And we'll try the FSS on the way, see if we can test out the new feature in that.
You are clear of station restrictions. Have a safe journey.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, cool.
Fuel scooping.
Ooh, 22 bodies. Ah. Right, hopefully some of these will have some features. So,
Fuel scooping complete.
here we go. I'd be interested to see if there's any radio chatter tying in with a new state, like an announcer appealing for water, etc. Yeah, also maybe some of the signal sources, perhaps. Because you get certain special signal sources sometimes. Okay, no features or locations on there. Locations. Yeah. And again, that's a bust as well. I do hope we get some more chatter and a bit of the atmospheric stuff on the new states, as you say. I think that would be good. Okay, nothing there. I have to go around to access those. Oh, wait a sec. We've got something just off here. Okay, nothing new there. Right. Nothing there. Oh, really close. No. No. Right, these are... it's just human. Okay. And we've got these. Whoa. Why am I getting that happening? I assure you I'm not. That's a little weird. Some sort of stray input. Okay, I was still zoomed in though. Right. So again, I think about any features. What do we got? Next special. Okay, there we got a few things behind the star. So it's a nice star though. Okay. Alright, so let's just try our FSS again. Here we go. Okay, so no features there. Right. Again, no mention of any features. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And this
System
one.
scan complete.
So no features on any of them. No biologic, geologic. Pity. But
Frameshift drive charging.
they don't always turn up. Right.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay, we got some planetary bodies here.
Fuel scooping.
Right. Let's see, have we already scanned this? Ah, the print works. I've never been here before. So I can't use this
Scooping complete.
to test the FSS because I will already have everything. Yeah. Geological, highly likely. Now, will that change? Because what would have happened before is it would be scanning the world and we'd be waiting to find out what was here. Well, let me just check again what they said. General exploration. Right, one test there. So highly likely okay. So if I wanted to find out if there was something there, I assume I would have to visit the world. That's 672. Problem is, because I mapped these worlds before, okay, it's not showing me anything there right now. Let's go see if we get any new information. Just because it says it was highly likely doesn't mean that it's actually going to be there. So don't mind if it comes up with that sort of instantaneous thing and then tells you how many sites there are. But if you then have to go and visit the world, I think you lose some of the benefit you get. I mean, if it said there are geological, biologic sites on this body, and if you want to know what they are, you've got to visit them, that might be okay. Especially if there was a increased reward for finding them. Okay. So. Target too close. Yikes. Okay, wasn't expecting to see a target too close message. Okay, so there's no site showing up yet. Now. Not yet mapped the planet. Okay, so maybe I have to map the planet. 4 probes apparently. We'll start off with these 2.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay. No, a bit off with that one. I think I'm going to get the efficiency bonus.
Surface scan complete.
Right, so
System
and
scan
that,
complete.
now it's telling me there are 48 geological signals. Okay. Yeah, and there's the geological signals. We look in here. Right, on to our next system then. So, not 100% sure how I feel about that. Before it would have taken longer for the FSS scan to go through, but it would have told me that the signals were there. Does kind of make more in-game sense
Frameshift drive charging.
to require you to actually go and map the planet to find where these biological, geological signals are. But you're taking something away from people that they did have. So
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
might be good to say there are signals there so that someone knows it's worth it. Otherwise I'm just a bit concerned that people will see it as a step backwards. Right, so we need to map the system.
Fuel scooping.
Okay. So this system is in a state of drought. Oh, we've got a public holiday as well. And an outbreak. Wonderful. What installations do we have? We've only got the spaceports. Ammonia world.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. So, control of the system is with Gunnerbell Crimson Vision Independent. And they control there. The Gunnerbell group, who are in the neutral no state, control that one. They control that one though. So, that's a water world. Atmosphere type is ammonia. Okay. Gonna fill one. So, this station is run by a faction that are in a state of drought. Question is, are certain supplies, water primarily, worth a lot more? Selling water and other emergency supplies to counteract the drought. So, before we do anything else though, are there any special signal sources? That's a distress call. You know what, we'll just chop in here. So we got distress call. Graded emissions. It's a threat 0 though, so hard to say from this. Oh, public holiday you say? So I'm not seeing any sort of places to drop stuff off. Okay. Let's carry on. Right. So, let's find out what drought does to the markets. Maybe my profit will dry up. Potentially. Yeah, very much potentially. If water or emergency supplies sell for significantly more than they normally would, that would make drought of interest. If it don't sell for over 1910, then that's no better than what we already had. That reminds me, I must start keeping a closer eye on Labcon tickets.
You are clear for approach to pad 20.
They will probably go on sale sometime in the next month, and I want to make sure I get the hotel room. Add 20. There we go.
400 meters from touchdown.
Unauthorized loitering may trigger a lethal response.
Before they start bothering me about my landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
UK does indeed have plenty of water at the moment. Perhaps a little too much for my taste. Not noticed any particular radio chatter. Right.
Landing complete. Engines disengaged.
Well, that's weird. Let's just check down here again. They're not buying water. For a system in drought, that makes no sense. Okay. That's fine. They did say... Yeah, no wonder they're in a drought if they're not actually buying any water. You're quite right. Other emergency supplies. Marine equipment. None of these prices. Land enrichment systems. Okay. So, because water is normally under chemicals and it's not there. Land enrichment systems. Okay, so the highest price in the main game. Yeah, well, yes, good point. We'll check the mission board. 8,319. So land enrichment systems are clocking in at a couple of thousand more than what you would normally expect. Agri-medicines. Our agri-medicines are the kind of price you would expect. What about water purifiers under machinery? Water purifiers can sell for more than that. Okay, so that's kind of wrong. Anywhere in drought should be buying water. So, let's see what we've got here. Because this is the faction that's actually in drought. And they're not screaming out for water. Yeah, this lot, they wanted some beer. There we go. They're in no state. This lot are in a public holiday. You don't need water, you want beer. Well, at one point it was safer to drink beer than it was the water. At least in this country. Now you see, this lot here, who are having a public holiday, why aren't they asking for beer? Okay, what we got? Source and return. That's nearly 2,000 units. We're going to check the market board again in a moment. That was land enrichment systems for about 6 million. that one I pointed out for land enrichment systems was nearly 2,000 units for about 6 million. Land enrichment systems are selling for 8,000 credits a ton, and the demand is astronomical. So you would get more from selling the land enrichment systems, because the prices may be inflated, than you would handing them over for the mission. Interesting. Right, so that was a system in drought. We will try and check another one in case this was just one system that was a bit weird. But right now, our next port of call will be a system in a natural disaster state. Now that itself isn't offset by any goods. But it will still be interesting to see what we have there. If I was going to hazard a guess, it would be that they haven't implemented the water properly. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's why we're here. Because I would like to, you know, if water can sometimes sell for 1,900 credits a ton in the normal game at the moment, I'd like to drop into a drought system and have them buy it for 4,000 credits a ton. Hello! Slim Jim at the buffet. The beta has dropped. Yes, I downloaded it this afternoon. So we're actually in the beta at the moment. What we've done so far is we've dropped this system here is in a state of drought, but it doesn't look like they're buying water. And I would have expected the water to be at a nice inflated price. We're now going to go and jump into a system with a natural disaster. I'm not expecting that necessarily to affect the markets, but
Landing coupler disengaged.
we'll
Follow
see.
the grains on your way out.
Frameshift charge detected.
Well, they do, but it is a complicated system. So I will be feeding back after stream to say,
All clear.
yeah,
Stay safe,
that system, they should have been buying water and they should have been buying it at an inflated price.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And they've done a beta because the last few times they haven't really, and they came a cropper last time. Right. Have I previously mapped this system? Yeah, okay.
Fuel scooping.
Well, they are fixing the game. Admittedly, they managed to introduce more than they fixed last time. Play safe, Slim Jim.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, natural disaster reported.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So, this system, natural disaster reported. Other states in the system are none. It's Zugan dynasty that are facing a natural disaster. Now, I'm not expecting this to have had any impact on system-wide prices, because they haven't said that this will do. But do we have a market here? Oh no, we don't. Crikey. Oh no, we've got commodities. I'm looking for the wrong thing. Cool. Let's go see if there's any impacts on missions or markets. May as well scan some ships on the way. Right. So, Wimpia landing? Not entirely sure. Okay. Ooh, wanted.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines
Hey,
disengaged.
let's take a look. Just clear those out first. We'll just see if we have anything here. No. Might as well sell those. Right. So, commodities market. Not exactly a populous market with those supply figures. Selling. Nothing really stands out there. This is not unexpected. Okay, yeah. So nothing particular there. Mission boards. Not really anything related to missions. Yeah, okay, not unexpected because FDev didn't give any sort of impression that that affected anything. So... here we go. They are in a state of infrastructure failure. Infrastructure failure? Increased demands on infrastructure made it food and machine deliveries can speed up repairs. So, would those just seeing if there are any more? Can't just be 3 systems with the new states. Huh. Doesn't realise that many. Unfortunately, because EDDB deals with the live game, you can't just go and sort it in the hope of finding the new states. Hmm. Okay, well, let's go see this other one. See if anything has a better price.
Engaged. Landing gear retracted.
How many jumps? 4. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
As well scan these as we go by.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
What's the system look like? Fairly basic. Be right back grabbing a cuppa. You go ahead, sir.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay. I've been here before.
Fuel scooping.
Teams that I have been.
Fuel scooping complete.
Interesting name.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ling. Ling.
Four,
Ing.
2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
Right. Just the one planet then. Oh, biggie though. Yeah, I'm not entirely set on flying there. Copper is brewing. Excellent. May have to raid the biscuit barrel. Oh no! Although I can understand. Right.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
So, here we are.
Fuel scooping.
So the wolves, okay, infrastructure failure.
Fuel scooping complete.
Civil liberty, none. They're in a state of lockdown. Okay. Wolf Society, the Wolf Society. Right. So they've got commodities. Are there any other ports of note? Ah. There's a ground port. Does not appear to have commodities. No, commodities is there down the bottom. We'll go for the starport rather than the ground port. Yeah, we'll stick with that one. Sometimes the ground settlements have very restricted commodity markets. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, they're not providing any names of systems with the new states. Slow down a bit. All right. We conclude the new states are not working as intended, it seems. I think you're right. I'm not surprised that the natural disaster didn't have any impact, but I was surprised about the drought. Natural disaster, they've just said it increases the chances of certain other states happening. They didn't say there was anything you could sell. But drought is obviously water. And, yeah.
Docking request granted.
Oh.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's take a look. Okay, 4 repairs are not possible here. Commodities. That's what you can buy. Or can you sell them? Water's 417 credits a ton. Oh, the food cartridges. Well, that's within normal. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be really having the impact I would have hoped. HE suits. Yeah, I think you're right, Subsonic. I don't think that they are working as intended. They've got an infrastructure failure. Ooh. Well, this is nice. I need to get my Empire rank up. Well, very convenient. Interesting little system.
Incoming mission critical message.
Cool. What impact did that have on me overall? Go. There we go. I'm up to 83% in the Empire. %20 through Earl. Hey, that was a nice enough find. Right. So. If I do something like boom. Yeah, let the worlds turn up with boom. Here we got terrorist attack, public holiday. It doesn't seem to be. A lot of these worlds. Not seeing any. Just these ones I've already found. Okay. There's not much more we can do there, which is unfortunate. But we may have found a bit of a bug, which is always useful. So let's see. There's a bit about combat zones. There we go. Right. Uh-huh. There's a few interesting ones, but not quite what we're after. Oh, that would have been bad. Good thing we checked. Right. Sure. It's much worth our while. Play around with mining just to find out how well the prices change. Yeah. Resonating separators, galactic average is 6056, advanced catalyzers. Okay. Pretty. But there we go. Right. Let's just see if we can maybe... Right, is there anything else we want to test in here? Conflict zones, those were only a few bits. Background simulator, we've had a look, it's not having some of the impacts I would have expected. So we'll put that into feedback to FDev. Yeah. Right. I think we might switch back to the main game. There's a limit to what I can test in the beta right now, and I think we may have reached it. So, if you'll just bear with me a moment, I will just have to quit the desktop, and then we'll go back in. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Right. I'm switching back to the main game at the moment, Subsonic. The conflict zones in the beta only had a couple of tweaks, and I could only find 3 planets with the altered states. Couldn't find any more. So I'm going to jump into the main game and just carry on from there. But yeah, I will put some feedback in the focus articles to FDev about the states, as that wasn't having the level of impact I thought it should. So, yeah, there we go. Come on, connect. Good. Let's connect it. So let's jump into Psyches. Let's see. FSS. Grading. Okay, they're starting to get feedback come through anyway, that's good. Right. What do we fancy doing here? So, what loadout do we have on this ship?
Scan detected.
Ah yes, this was our bounty hunting in a ship launch fighter. Attack. Can we, before we leave here, can we find anything nice to blow up? Okay, we're heading away.
Scan detected.
Yeah, you're going to be disappointed. Right. Ooh. Where's that clipper? It's behind us. Hello, clipper.
Scan detected.
Let's plant the clipper. Then we'll head back and do something else.
Fighter deployed.
That was fun. Whoa! I was perhaps a little closer than that than I should have been. Okay. Let's board. I like my ship.
Fighter docking sequence initiated.
Cool. Okay, what do we want to do tonight? Huh. It is sorted by state. We need to work. Ah, there aren't stations burning. Those are only in the beta. So stations being repaired. No Pegasi. Takes me back. Right. Let's get back to base.
Frameshift drive charging.
And jump through the ring.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ritio.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright, let's get this ship reconfigured. And in the live game, I'm 16% off. Okay. Right. Ooh, oh well.
Delacey, Tango, Hotel, Echo. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking. Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 2-4.
So,
From touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
okay. Let us.
Docking successful. Flying crew dispatched. You are most welcome, Commander.
Sort these out.
Immediately.
Right. Outfitting. Can't decide whether I want to go out beyond the edge of the bubble and see what mining is like out there, which is something I want to do, or if I want to go and work on my Empire rank. After a fashion, maybe we can do both. Alright, what hard points we've got? Oh. I'll store a lot of these. Actually, we should just be able to go to the stored modules and do this slightly quicker. So... let's... Railgun... And then we'll get our bigger railguns. Should we play around? No, not there. There. And that one. Now, I think I'll put those burst lasers back on. I took off. Right. Let's get these fire points, firing groups sorted out. Okay, and the rest. Optionals. Install that. Okay. Ah. I think the maximum size for the FSD booster is a 5, is it not? Oh. So what we're going to do is sell that. Put a big fuel scoop there. And then we're going to put in an FSD booster. Cool. So probably store that and have a cargo rack there. Right. $260 tons of cargo ain't bad. Okay. Let's head into Imperial space and work on our Empire rank.
Disengage from landing pad. You are go for departure.
Landing gear attracted.
Remember to visit every time you pass through.
Frame shift charge detected. Scan detected. Frame shift drive charging.
Ooh, an Iki system. Might be worth seeing if we can get ourselves into any trouble.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Just a couple of stars. Yeah. Not a lot going on there.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right. You anything interesting? No. Oh, really?
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Next system. High security.
Four, three, two,
Hey, got some planets this time.
fuel scooping.
Multi-bodies. What do you look like? Interesting. Seven 735, 733. Bit far out.
Fuel scooping complete.
What we got? Places to get into trouble. Empire, Empire, Empire. But the main bait starport's too far out for ease. So we'll carry on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh.
Four, three, two,
Okay, there's a lot going on here. Tori. Okay. Anything of any interest? No. Alright, camera down who it is. You see, this is one of the things that the beta will fix. Or the January update will fix. It did seem to be better.
four, three, two,
Ooh. Why is that marked like that? What's going on here?
scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
I have to admit, I don't recall seeing that before. Let's go see. Just in case. Sure. Alright, so this is marked somewhat strangely like there. Makes me wonder if this is something with a scenario. Maybe we're not supposed to go and stick our nose in. Structure detected. Use data link tanger to search for targets. That looks like Fargoid stuff. Okay. That's, you know... kind of disturbing. There is a Fargoid ship. Whoa. Automated defense. I don't have Fargoid weapons. I can't fight this. Okay, what have I got on my screen? We've got an escape hatch. Okay. I don't think we got the right tools for this.
Shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
Right, there's some logs. Those are hull breaches. Ship log uplink. Where are you? Oh, you're back here. Okay. Right. Communications log. Take over with no weapons, give me anything I can throw at this thing, give me some power to the engines. If we can't shoot it, maybe we can ram it. Yikes. Hull breach. Anything we can do with the hull breach? It's leaving me alone. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting anything else. Yikes. Well, I don't have what I need to deal with that, so there's not much I can do about it. But for something to be here in Camadena, that's weird.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Camadena is one of the major Imperial systems.
2, 1, engage.
Right. Let's see if we can get some donation missions. of interest. Okay. Just want to check something. This system apparently huge demand for water. No particular state though. Weird. Ah, the chapter house. Right. See if we can get some missions to build our empire rank. Okay, cool. Good.
Delacey Tango Hotel Echo. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau offers their warmest greetings, Commander. Access permitted. Please make your way to landing pad 17.
Oops.
This facility requests
Landing gear deployed.
safety when navigating the docking bay.
Let's see what kind of missions we got.
Touchdown confirmed. You may alight when ready. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
See if we got anything here we can hand in. Aha, excellent. There are some pirates who aren't much liked. Empire obviously wants them stepped on. You trade. There we go. System I have been to. Ah. No ring systems, so not a good one for hunting pirates, as there won't be any res zones. So unless the number of pirates required was remarkably small, 20. 15. It's not worth it.
Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, what other missions did they have? No, thank you. Don't put my empire rank up yet. 19. Right. Let's jump across to that. See if they've got information missions in the other station.
Ship released. You are reminded to observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
Terrible, I do apologise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. Right. Hopefully these will have some donation missions. And we will get a bit more Empire rank. Put in a bit more of our bar for Earl. High-grade emission. Nice. That's really where I want to be. Graded emissions. Yeah, not interested in that really. Okay.
Delay Tango Hotel Echo. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this station, Commander. Approval granted. Land on designated pad number 205. Attention, Commander. Decrease speed at once.
There we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
Do you have any donations? No, but you do have some follow-ons. There's a donation mission. So you go here. 20% off. Oh, we got some more. Millions in bribes.
Pilots are warmly thanked in advance for keeping the docking bay clear of obstruction.
Okay. Right. Let's check this system. Make sure that that's not like 100,000 light seconds. That's fine. So, oh wait. Okay, and the other mission we've got is this one. Yeah. A little bit further out.
It is with sincere apologies that we must remind Commander, access to the docking bay is restricted to authorized pilots only.
I think I'm going to bring things to a close there actually tonight. I am feeling tighter than I realised. So I think I may shut down at this point, yeah. We'll pick up from here on Saturday, 4 p.m. GMT, and carry on working on the Empire rank. Maybe jump back into the beta if there's... Hi LSA. Yes, tea of some kind is required, I feel. Maybe jump back into the beta if they fix that issue with states. Elder Scrolls Online tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, and also Sunday, 2 p.m. Again, all times GMT. Thank you very much for watching, and I will hopefully see people again later on this week. But take care for now.